Hey guys. Sup. Clapped, Trist, Jay. Everybody's here. Death is so late. I love how you just call him out on that. You are late. All right. Hope everyone's day has been good so far. Hello, Mies. What's going on? My hair looks different today. I just had a shower a bit ago. I don't know. It has a mind of its own. Every single time. Clapped, you're early? Yeah, it's true. You are. Okay, so a couple things before we start. I've been kind of scrambling around trying to find all the ingredients. I couldn't find the whiskey anywhere. I don't know where they're hiding all the booze, guys. So maybe a little bit later I'll be able to find some for the crumble. Or if you guys can like chill for maybe 2 minutes while I go run and look for it. Hey, Steve. The day is good. Had some fun at the farm this morning. I did seeding of green onions. So one of the kinds was called Apache and the other kind was called Green Banner. So I did like 7 trays of those with 128 little spots to do those. And there's like about 3 to 5 seeds in each one. So those should come up probably next week, I would say. And then after that, we did transplanting of celeriac and celery. So they're like that big going into the field today. It's awesome. I could make crumble tomorrow if needed. Well, I'm sure I could do it today, Trist. I think I know where all the booze is. It might be outside in the garage. No, song request is not up yet, guys. I mean, my mornings are pretty busy when I go to the farm. Like, I still wake up at 6, get everything ready before I go for the stream, and then come home. I get home at like 1 o'clock. Eat lunch, shower, set up, and here I am. So tomorrow morning, since I have nothing else to do, I will work on the song request and it should be good to go. Okay, so beef and barley soup. The booze is hidden under the bed. Well, I'm sure they don't have to hide it. I think it's out in the garage, just obviously they haven't put it away yet. The wine and the beer has been located. Everything else is like, eh. Okay, so for veg today, we will do a red cabbage slaw. I have like the most amazing head of cabbage. It's so purple. It's even more purple than my apron. And then cheesy pull-apart sourdough loaf. I did not bake the bread today. This was actually bought on the weekend, and we didn't end up even touching it. So I froze it, pulled it out today, and that's what we'll use to make our little pull-apart bread. That's pretty easy. Purple drink. Now I want some grape juice. And then maple whiskey apple crisp for dessert. Like I said, everything is posted in Discord, guys, if you want to follow along while I make it or make it some other time. And then, like I said yesterday, we will make ice cream today as well from scratch for our dessert. So, timeline. The soup will take about an hour to make properly. I have beef scraps. I don't really want to pull it over here because it's kind of leaking. But beef scraps from the last time that I trimmed up the big sirloin piece of meat. And then I also have this big piece of beef that we'll use. So we'll cut it up like bite-sized pieces. Obviously, the bigger you cut it, the longer it will take to cook down properly. So we'll go for like something like that. And then the beef and the barley need to be simmered until tender, right? So that does take a little bit. I mean, obviously the beef will take longer, and then the barley you put in about half an hour before you're ready to serve. I'm just gonna grab that now. And the barley, I use pearl barley. This one cooks up pretty fast. If you use the other kind of barley, it will take a lot longer. So just keep that in mind. Pearl barley is the quick one. The slaw will take about half an hour, let's say, to make today. And then we'll just let it sit and marinate while we do some other stuff. And then the cheesy bread and crumble both bake at 350 Fahrenheit. So that's easy for us today. The crumble bakes for an hour and the bread bakes for only 30 minutes. Ingredients. I'll just quickly post this stuff in chat. I know you guys like that as well. That way I don't have to list them all off because there is quite a few today. And like none of these recipes I'm using are my own, which it kind of feels weird because typically I make my own stuff, but today we're using everyone else's. I think the ice cream's gonna be really good though. I looked for something with like a custardy base. So it has egg yolks in it, which will make it really nice and rich. Done. Done. Clapped. You crazy. Okay, so order of prep. First, we will make the ice cream base because it has to cool off before it goes into the ice cream maker. That is key here. So we'll get it cooled down, probably colder than room temp, I would say, just so it's easier on the machine to make it. Because like I said yesterday, the faster you make ice cream, the more smooth consistency it will have, or mouthfeel. So after we make the base, we'll let that cool, pop it into the fridge for a little bit. Probably will take about an hour to cool down, I'm guessing. We will make our soup next, just because the beef needs to be tender for later on. And then we'll prep our cheesy bread up so it's ready to just put into the oven about half an hour before we eat. We'll make our slaw. Probably around that time, we'll be able to put the ice cream base into the ice cream maker and get it frozen. And I'm guessing that will take about 20-ish minutes in that little guy. I mean, typically, if you're going to like an ice cream shop, the ice cream doesn't take longer than like about 11 minutes to make in their big machines. So this is about double the amount of time, which is not going to yield the same amazing product. Let's just put it that way. But I don't have like 10 grand to get one of those ice cream machines, so I'll settle with my Cuisinart. After that, we will make our crumble up, and then around 4:30 is when we're going to bake our crumble, maybe earlier, because I know the guys are coming home early today, which is good. And then we'll bake our bread about half an hour before we want to eat as well. And that's about it, guys. So pretty simple day. Quite a few ingredients and like knife skills, I would say. And I still want to go look for that whiskey. So if you guys can just hold tight, I'll just put on some tunage for you or something. Because I think the crumble, it won't be the same without it. Did Sammy shave? He did. And you know what? He didn't even have to. Okay, I'll be right back. Like 2 minutes. Okay, I couldn't find it. I'm sad. But maybe someone will come home before we get to that point and point me in the right direction. I actually didn't swear, Trist. Surprisingly, I did not do that. I'm working on my patience today. Okay, so for our ice cream base, we need to mix our egg yolks and sugar in a medium saucepan and whisk them up until they go a little bit more pale in color. Oh my God, zombie. We're not playing Ram Ranch today. Maybe tomorrow. You guys are insane with your Ram Ranch. Keeps the thirst down a little bit. And then in another small saucepan, we have to heat up a cup of milk and a cup of cream over medium-low heat until it simmers. And then you gradually add the milk mixture to the egg yolks and sugar. And that's kind of similar to a creme brulee base as well. And I know a lot of people are like scared of doing this. It's like, oh, creme brulee, that's so scary. Don't be scared of it. You'll be okay. Nothing crazy will happen, believe me. You won't die. It's just food, after all. Trist, what did you eat for lunch today? Green ass gang for life. Oh man. Okay, so we need 4 egg yolks and I have duck eggs, so I'm just gonna use 3 duck eggs instead. And I've never made ice cream with duck eggs, so I guess we'll see how this goes. Thanks, zombie. Appreciate the love. Is this your first time in here? Trist, you had chicken sandwich from Sprouts with chipotle, cheese, and onions and some garlic hummus. That sounds amazing. That's a healthy meal. I'm proud of you right now. Just wanted some Ram Ranch. You are not alone in this. Okay, the eggs have been separated. Clap, you had an Italian sub and a chicken quesadilla. Are you bulking up, bro? You hungry? Okay, the eggs are good. We just have to add our sugar to it. Half a cup. Hello, Shadowlyn. How is the day? Man, those egg yolks look so good. They're so custardy. You just got the clout. Oh my god. And then 1 cup each of milk and cream. See how I put the egg yolks and the sugar in the bigger pan because we'll be pouring in the liquids. We're thinking ahead. Tris, what did I have for lunch? I had like a mishmash of everything. I had some leftover pierogies that you guys did not see on stream. I had some of this like cabbagey kind of salad with a cilantro dressing that's creamy. It's really good. I got it from Costco. And then I also had a little like pork sausage patty and a couple of chicken wings. And I think that's it. Oh, and some leftover pasta from yesterday. I was like clearing out the fridge. Shadowlyn, been holding down the couch. I am good. My back's a little tired from the farm, but so far so good. Feeling fresh. Okay, and where does the vanilla go? Into the milk, I'm guessing? Once the custard base is ready, stir in the heavy cream and vanilla extract. Well, I'm gonna do this a different way. YOLO! We're making our own ice cream. I'm just gonna put the vanilla into here. And then it will steep with our dairy. The smell though, so good. And we just gotta whisk up these yolks with the sugar. Your dad's girlfriend is from Canada and she ate pierogies all the time. Pierogies are delicious. These ones were homemade though. These were Betty's. So they are legit. I got the clout. I think I'm okay, man. Okay, so that's a little bit more pale in color, which is good. That can just chill right here. We'll put on our liquids to the stove. Medium-low heat. You don't want to over, like, boil this, because then it will taste burnt. That's a thing. Go like that. Oh, yum. That sounds amazing, Shadowlyn. Goat milk ice cream. How did it taste? Was it like very funky tasting, like goat cheese? Just gonna stir in this vanilla a bit. It's happiness. Clapped. I don't have the clout. You crazy. It tasted the same. Nice. That's awesome. Okay, so now we can start prepping for our soup. I also just need to get out a container to cool down this ice cream base in. You want something more shallow so that there's more surface area for it to cool down. Like, you don't want to pour it into something that's very tall. So I think I'm going to use this and then just put it on a rack in the fridge. Because if you put, I think, hot glass onto cold glass in the fridge, I think it would crack. So I'm going to play it safe and do a setup like this. And I think we will be a-okay. Yes, check with the wifey. We're gonna load up our soup with veggies too. So I have some zucchini to use up and some green beans. So we'll put that into the soup. Shadowlyn. Okay, so I actually don't have any onion. I don't know where it went. I had 2. I'm guessing Betty threw them out because they were looking bad. So I'm a little upset about that situation. But luckily I had shallots. And I think I had a couple more as well. Over in the cold room. Okay, we're back. And then I have some celery and carrot. And obviously some garlic too. And this soup is not being blended today. So we're gonna work on some knife skills. Take the ends off the shallots and we'll peel them. It's like a very fancy soup today that we're using shallots. Clapped. I don't even know who that is. Mike Wazowski. Caps lock. Oh, guys, just so you know, I got rid of Nightbot. So it won't yell at us anymore if we get excited in stream. Oh, a 2-eyed Mike Wazowski. The F? Why would you do that? Guys, I already told you I'm not good with movie references. Okay, so we're gonna go for like medium dice here. Obviously with the shallots, it's a little bit funny. We'll do our best. I picked up some radishes from the farm today before I left. They were looking real good. Maybe I'll use them up tomorrow in something. Whew, these are strong. It's burning the nostrils. Holy smokes. Okay, trying not to die right now. I gotta walk away for a sec. The tears are real. Holy shit. I wonder if it affects dogs. The onions. The radishes have the clout. They might. They might just. Okay, let's smash our garlics. A literal tear running down my face right now. It's getting emotional. Let's go wipe the tears off my face. We'll be okay. Thanks, Shadowlyn. So we'll mince those into the soup, so I'm not going to process them any further right now. With my handy dandy garlic press. Doggo, why are you like this? Okay, go. See guys, it's the routine. It's like no one's paying attention to me. We need a peeler for our carrot. Sup, Wakandian? How's it going? Hi, I'm Buckbeak. Ah. These carrots, though. What is this sorcery? They're trying to run away. Thanks, Wakanjian. Oh, we haven't done too much yet. We're just waiting for our dairy to heat up for our ice cream base. It's true, Shadowlyn. I do enjoy peeling carrots. You hear the dog? She sees me. Says, I need carrots, woman. Hey, let's go. Posh. Get in here. What a butthead. But seriously, like Butterfingers today. Weird. She loves the carrot. Okay, we're gonna half these first. Hey! She's like, oh, I almost fudged up. Her face was like, oh. I went too far. So we'll try and keep all of the veg relatively the same size for our soup. That's a weird dog. Why is she weird? Because she loves veggies? Maybe she is vegan. Oh, farthest thing from it. She's eaten like a whole half pound of bacon raw before, and it didn't even faze her. She just loves snacks. I don't know what to say. She's a snack master. 5,000. Does she like apples too? Oh, she loves apples. Good question. Okay, let's get our celery going. I think I only need like that much. The rest can be put away. And we'll just trim off the ends and the tops. Hi, bro or sister. She does not like celery, though. That's a fact. She'll just like munch it up and then spit it out and leave it there. Be like, human, pick up my food. Sup, Poncho? I'm just gonna check on our custardy mix here. It should be coming to a simmer pretty quick, so I see some steam coming out. And then when that's done, we'll whisk it into our egg yolk mixture. Poncho, is this your first time in? Yeah, I know. My boyfriend doesn't like raw celery either, but he'll eat it in like any sauce or soup. Nice. Well, welcome in then. Stay a while. How's the day? Okay, we're super close. What breed is my dog? She's a Hungarian Vizsla. So they're mainly bred for like bird hunting. Similar to like a German short-haired pointer or a Weimaraner. She got the clout. Clapped. Just because you got the clout doesn't mean we got the clout. How many posts before considered spamming? I don't know what you're referring to, Shadowlyn, but I'm pretty patient. Okay, let's get this back in here. Ooh, yeah. See how nice and pale it got? So that means the sugars are kind of starting to dissolve into the egg yolks. Now this takes a little bit of skill. So we're going to continually whisk the yolks to keep them moving, and we're just going to pour this in very slowly. We don't want to make scrambled eggs, right? This is where you need a little bit of baking skills. And the sugar is going to help the eggs not cook so fast as well. We're pouring a little bit at a time. Making sure there's no like eggy lumps. Well then toast away, Shadowin. Scrape all of this goods out. So you want all the sugar to be dissolved. Did I make a mess over here? Oops. The sound of the sink now. Okay, so now this is just gonna get poured into this pan, and then it'll go into the fridge to cool down. That's as hard as the ice cream gets. Hey, Eric. What's going on? Tell Francois. Well, we actually just changed the sink tap yesterday because we got a dishwasher that has to hook up to it. Like, it's a portable one for now, but it's better than nothing. So it needs a special tap so it can attach onto there to wash the dishes. Goodbye, ice cream. See you soon. Okay, next for this, I'm gonna get a plastic cutting board out so we can start cutting up the beef. Probably just going to move this out of the way. Along with this crazy thing. And then we are going to sear off the beef before we even start with our mirepoix for the soup. I also have a couple bones left over from prime rib that we can use for flavoring as well. Aw, Shadowin. You're trying to make a good long impression. We will remember you. We can probably cut up this bone and start frying it off right away in the pot. That's what I'm thinking. Let's turn this guy on. Like medium-high. Here's the other one. Delish. Whew. Always watch your knife blade on the bones. It's never a good thing to cut through. Probably just gonna pull this apart, because I might chip my blade if I try and go through all that. Savage. Okay, I just need a bowl for our meat. Probably gonna have to invest in a couple more metal bowls. Maybe I'll just pile it onto this plate. Meat pile. Sounds interesting, right? Okay, what do we got going on in this bag? This bag of tricks. Musclegate, yes, Steve. I mean, these are pretty random pieces, but this will give us a lot of good flavor. So we'll probably make a nice like broth with all of this stuff first. Then strain this out because there's not too much meat. If there is a couple pieces with meat on them, then we'll obviously pull that off. And then we'll finish the soup afterwards. So I guess we're kind of making like a homemade stock. It's just not going overnight or anything. You guys hear the sizzles already? You guys can see how stringy this is. That's why we're not putting it into the soup. Would not be very pleasing on the palate to try and eat that. But it still has lots of flavor, which is why we saved it. Try and use all of the cow. And this fat right here would be awesome for flavor. I'm just going to put that into the pan right now. So it kind of starts rendering down. Yeah. Fat equals flavor every time, my peeps. The chat is slow today. It's a bit quiet, hey? Like none of the regulars are in. I don't know. People must be busy. I'm fine with that, but at the same time, like there's still 27 of you guys watching. We just got a bunch of lurkers. Okay, that's been dealt with. How is this looking? Turn that down to medium. It's just a little too high. And then once the bones are seared up, I'll take them out and put the rest of the trim in. Hey, Mama. You're lurking? Hey. Yeah, especially bacon fat. I still have a jar in the fridge. It's a must. That's more than Kate plus 8. I remember that show. Oh, man. Your favorite vegetable? Love it. What's my favorite kind of meat? Honestly, I mean, I'm a sucker for beef, but I do love duck and lamb for like flavors. But also pork is pretty versatile. You can do a lot of stuff. Okay, this is going over. What's up, Extinction? How are you? That goes in, this comes out. Yum. Gonna open a window. Getting beefy in here. Hey, Mama Reagan. You're in Betty, all safe and sound, tucked in. It's going good so far. What's up, Lemon? Yeah, we got some lurkers today, guys. So far, so good, Extinction. Our ice cream base is now in the fridge. Actually, I'll just keep that here. Cooling off, and we're just starting up our soup now. Clapped, you're sad. Why are you sad? Because no one said chicken? Okay, so obviously we want pretty small pieces of this. I'm just going to cut it in half so it's a little bit easier to handle. And you know what? I think I'll just do slices this way. That way we won't end up with any tough beef because we're cutting against the grain still. So we're doing about 1/2 inch slices. What piece of meat is that? Came off of a whole sirloin. So I trimmed it up, so it's part of the sirloin. It's not the roast part though. I still have the roast part in my freezer from when we cleaned it last time. And obviously I'll tie that up and roast it up one day. But this is going to end up having a lot of flavor in it, but at the same time, these pieces of meat take a little bit longer to cook for them to be tender, so always keep that in mind. And you don't want to boil the soup either. It's going to turn out a lot better if you just simmer this meat. It's kind of like braising it, right? Low and slow. And everything will be happy. It is frozen-ish. And that actually helps with like cutting it when it's in a big piece like this. And it doesn't slide out everywhere. You can tell by the sound of my knife, hey? It's like crunching through, kind of. So, Extinction, how did your dinner end up last night? I know you didn't end up getting the pasta, but hopefully it was delicious. It's like ASMR plus food. I love how you guys think that. See, it doesn't feel the same to me because I'm not on the other side. Like, these are just like everyday sounds, right? It's not like, oh, this is relaxing. It's like, oh, I need to bust my butt so that I can get all this stuff done in 3.5 hours. I'm going to stir the meat after this. Slime ASMR. Oh yeah, we're building up some flavor in there. How's the camera? Is it fogging up or are we good? That's the one thing I'm worried about. But it seems like we're good. Nice, Extinction. Yeah, I'm sure it would have been really good with rice still. You just called an audible. And yeah, you can't really cook pesto just because basil is so delicate that it'll just turn brown right away. But at least you learned from your mistake. Mama, everyday sounds for you too, but watching it is different. Yeah, totally is. That's the first time you've ever made pesto? Well, I'm glad you made it. It was pretty easy, hey? How do you become a mod? Well, I'm actually up to like 5 mods now. And all of them have been like long-time viewers since like almost day 1. Like I would say week 1. They've been here with me since that time. So like I trust them and they know their shit. They know how I work and we all just kind of work well together. But like so far, I think I'm the only, like I don't even have any mods in here right now. Which is okay. I can still mod on my own. But I do have 5 mods just so that, like, if someone's busy, at least I have someone else in here. I don't expect them to be here, like, every day for 3 to 4 hours. Like, people still have lives, right? This is not their job. Considering I'm not paying them or anything. What's up, chef? Thank you. How's it going? Extinction, you winged. Just wing the ingredient ratios. Exactly. Well, that's kind of what I did yesterday with you guys. I was like, let's put a little bit more of this. And it still turned out. I just had to adjust the olive oil. Which I knew that was going to happen anyways. There's a technical difference between Parmesan and Parmigiano. I think that's just how the company wanted to market it, to be honest. Parmigiano Reggiano. They're just trying to make it sound fancy. Your mom found your adobo that you spilled everywhere. Chef with the follow. Thank you. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. You can eat garlic all day. Yeah, garlic is amazing. Give this another tossy toss, browning up pretty nicely. We'll add in our water in a little bit. Once I'm done cutting up this beef, I think. That way we're pretty much set. And I don't know about you guys, but I like to put like a can of tomatoes into my beef and barley soup. But that's totally optional, but that's the way I like to eat it, and I think that's just because that's how Betty has always made it. Now we're sizzling. Watch out, world. Clapped. Adobo is seriously bomb. I will be adding that into my repertoire, I think. That was so, so good. Parmigiano is cheese that's not quite Parmigiano Reggiano. Interesting. I'm just washing off my knife. Okie dokes. Clegane, what is up? Welcome back. It's been a while. I'm glad you came back though. Oh man, it's smelling good in here. We're getting steamy. Okay, bones are going in. I'm just gonna use a measuring cup to get some water into there real quick. But it doesn't matter. Actually, it does matter. We want a nice clear sauce, so I'm gonna start with cold water. Just gonna pour enough water to cover. So far, it's looking like 3 liters. Maybe a bit more, 3.5. And then that will simmer for, let's say, about half an hour. And our meat can just be set aside for now with our mirepoix for later. And I think real quick, I'm just gonna go grab some thyme and rosemary from outside in the garden to throw into our broth as well. Nice, lemon. Lemon with the facts. Yeah, the difference is good and better. Parmesan is the knockoff. Cray. Okay, be back in a minute. Just gotta go do some snippy snips. Got some herbage. I'm gonna put that into the pot. Clapped. I've never been to TwitchCon. I want to go this year. I just don't know if it's possible money-wise. Like, I would love to go. And I would love even more to, like, cook there. Do not ask me if I like country music. Do you only speak English? Okay, how are we doing for our prep? Soup is going now onto the cheesy bread, it says. Well, that's easy. I'm gonna open up our can of tomatoes right now. And I think we can also dice up the zucchini and the green beans later for the soup too. That way everything is just ready and it can be thrown into the pot later on. Can I get a booth there? That I don't know, Tris, because I'm not partner yet. I'm just affiliate. It's a good question, though. Do you like country? Lemon, you're supposed to be lurking. Yeah, there's no such thing as too much cheese. Let's be honest. Your roommate would cut 3-inch thick cheese for a jelly sandwich? Oh my god. Why would you even put the jelly in? I see we're making friends, guys. That's awesome. Somebody's home. That means we can locate the whiskey, I think. How the hell does this thing go again? Okay, there we go. Thick cheese for the win, always. Oh my god, Tris. Yeah, that's terrifying. Okay, so I'm just using diced tomatoes here because I like to keep them a little bit chunky. We like the chunks. And now our zookers. So I have some cut up like this, which I'll probably just cut down a little bit further from there. And then 2 more whole ones. Yeah, Tris, you do eat massive cheese, but not as crazy as that. And let's not eat the peel on the zucchini. What is going on?
Well, it's 20 to 4.
Milku.
Come on.
Go. Insane doggo. Yeah, Betty Boop is home.
Hi, guys.
Oh, Betty, we have a question.
Okay.
Where is the whiskey?
Whiskey?
For the crumble. We need the maple whiskey. I don't know where. I looked in the garage and stuff. I don't know.
It's not in the house yet, so I'm going to say it's in the shelves in the garage.
Okay. Maybe Dad can get it later.
I'll look.
Okay, so we're still going to keep this bite-sized. Obviously, these ones are kind of funny because they're already cut previously. But just do your best to keep everything very consistent, and that way we won't end up with any mushy veg. Betty drank it all, that's the truth. Nah. She's not a whiskey drinker, just a wine drinker. And that's a fact. It ain't in the budget. I know. Those first world problems, hey? I'm not a big whiskey drinker, but I do like to bake with it, and it's so, so good with apple. I'll probably pop a glass of wine today, though. It's Thirsty Thursday. So let's go in half first with these little guys. And then I think we'll just quarter it. Yeah, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Love that song. Has anyone been to Jimmy Buffett's before? Death is in hot water. I know. What is he doing? Maybe he's getting ready for his stream, though, or something. We're missing Death. Does Doggo like zucchini? We will see. You've been to 3? Nice, Trist. I think I've only been to 2. I've been to Vegas and Niagara Falls. Someone stole the booze, Betty said. Yeah. The movers just had a party and drank it all. Uh-oh. Now they're in trouble. Okay, zooks are done. That can be put aside. Now onto our beans. They're still looking good. They have not expired yet. How is this pot looking though? Oh yeah. Got some broth going on. Smells super fragrant already. Steve took it? See, I knew it. Betty and Sammy drank it all. Yeah, we just thought it was wine. Okay, so for our beans, line them all up. And we'll go about like 1-inch lengths. Or around there. Do your best. Just make it easy to eat with a spoon, right? And then both the beans and the zucchini will go in when there's about like 8 minutes left in the soup. And that way they'll stay nice and firm and crunchy. And they won't be soggy, because no one likes that. I sounded like the Kool-Aid man. Oh yeah. Now I just want to watch Family Guy. Eric, you always cut the ends off. Luckily, the ends are already cut off of these when we buy them. Like, all the hard work is done. Or you don't like the little, like, pointy ends. That's fair. Like, it can be kind of a weird mouthfeel. I don't know how that one snuck by us. Did I see Sushi Day yesterday? I didn't watch it all. I mean, we set up some cabinets and stuff, like under cabinet storage and stuff like that, shelving, after dinner, and then visited with my mom's family friend a bit, so we were busy. I didn't stay in her stream for long at all. What happened, though? Was Sun up to some crazy stuff again? Sun said he was the master plater. Did everyone go nuts? Posh loves beans, though, it's true. She's a bean fiend. Okay, let's go 3 for 3. Nope. 0. Oh. Okay. 0. Maybe we'll get 1. Hey! 0 for 3, guys. Not today. Today is not our day. Everyone's tree is to be blessed. Oh, Sun. He likes talking about master plating. He's gonna get in trouble. No, he won't. Okay, is that it for our soup, I think? I suppose we can measure out our barley. And let's not make this like a stew. Let's keep it a soup. So let me see what... I'm actually going to go off the recipe for this part. It says this makes 3 liters, so I'll probably make double that, at least. And it uses 1 cup of barley. So 2 cups of barley? All right. AKA this little guy. 2 cupper. The days just run together. Okay. The whole bag. Newt. Okay, we're just simmering now. This is good. I'll keep that low. I think we're looking good, guys. Hey, Mikey. How is it going? I don't think I'm missing anything else here. Oh, we're good. Let's do this. Okay, I'm just gonna refill my water real quick, and then we're gonna move on to prepping up our cheesy bread. What was that? The Justin Wilson show hosted me. That's amazing. Thanks. Thank you, thank you. Man, he always plates stuff that looks like that. It's hilarious. Okay, let's get into our bread. $4.29 for this loaf of 680 grams. And it is sourdough. So it should be pretty tasty, I think. Feels weird to not make it myself, though. I'll probably, let's bake something next week, guys. I still have my starter in the fridge, so I'll feed it, and then we'll be good to go. And another host. Thank you, guys. Welcome in, Hannah. So to cut this bread for pull apart, I don't know if you guys looked at the recipe or not. 9 cents off from a good time. Hilarious. So we need to leave a little bit down here on the crust. Like, we're not going to cut all the way through. And then we'll just do like nice cubes, probably that size. So let's start on this side.
They'll be home soon. Frank will get it out for you.
Okay, he knows where it is. Okay. Guys, we're gonna get the whiskey after all. Things are gonna work out. As they always do. Just let it go organically. I know this looks like I'm struggling, but it is a little bit frozen still. Totally forgot to pull it out this morning, and so I pulled it out at like 1 o'clock. I was like, oh, oops. Yeah, come on, Steve. You better step your game up. Using all of the muscles today. I've never had bread like this before, so I'm pretty excited to make it. And we're gonna make up like kind of a garlic, butter, and cheese mixture to stuff in between the pieces of bread. And it's gonna get gooey and gooey. Cooking is totally another kind of workout. It is not for the weak. Okay, that is one way. No bread knife. Honestly, I find it easier to cut bread like this with my just regular chef knife. I mean, I can whip out my bread knife and see what works better. Okay, let's see. First, we need to turn this down. Let's do a testy test. Steampunk. Oh, maybe it is a little bit easier. But I think when it comes to like the frozen part, it's gonna get difficult. Like that. The struggle is real. And we want to make sure that we don't cut through the bottom so everything stays together. You just really like your bread knife. It is handy, like especially for chopping tomatoes and stuff. Serrated knives are actually easier. You got a chainsaw? Bring it over, Shadow. Help a sister out. I think this would be great as like an appetizer as well. Kind of makes me want to have spinach dip in a bread bowl. One of those old classics. Oh no. I'm trying to not mess it up. What's up, Optrix? How are you? Okay, the last slice. We did it. Oh, I won't cut my finger, don't worry. I know where these digits are, at least most of the time. So now if we kind of like open it up, you can definitely tell that we might need to cut a little bit further, but it is still frozen. So let's let that thaw out a bit more, and then we'll make the filling right now for it. You opened up your bedroom window for the first time? Wow. I bet the fresh air feels good though, hey? I mean, my windows have been open here for like a good month already. Do I have any cooking marks? I do. I have quite a few burns on my forearms and stuff. And that's mostly from the deep fryer, like splashing up oil. It's not the funnest, but other than that, I've never really cut myself too bad. This one is pretty bad, but it's almost gone. Mostly just hot oil burns, which are seriously the worst because you don't even see it coming. It's just like, ow! It hurts so bad. It's not even fair. And then it blisters up and it's not fun. Okay, so ingredients we need. This says 1 small loaf of sourdough bread. I don't know what that is supposed to mean. 3 tablespoons of butter and some garlic. Then about half a cup of Parmesan cheese. And I also have brie and cheddar. So we can do like a mix-up, I think. Or should we just keep it parm and cheddar? So the brie might make it like too melty and gooey. Is that even possible though? I don't know. And I'm gonna put green onions in. Green onions. It said you can put parsley, but I think this flavor will be better. Or scalding water. Yeah, like steam burns aren't very fun. This will be enough. One of those. It's massive. And we'll do up these 3 garlic cloves. Just gonna grab a bowl so we can mix this. How did the pie turn out? It was really, really good. Like super nice and tart. And we let it sit until about 8, I think, 8 p.m. And it wasn't even that watery, so that's the key. After you bake a pie, like never cut into it right away. You always just want to let it sit and kind of firm up a bit. Yeah, sometimes it can be runny. It wasn't bad though. It really wasn't. I was impressed with that. Betty did good, as always. Cheesy garlic bread for the win. Okay, let's dice up this onion or slice it up. Slicing and dicing. Apparently, if you keep these root ends, you could actually grow your own green onions. Fun fact, guys. I've never tried it, but so far doing the lettuce with that has worked. So who knows? You want to do a mishmash? One of my mods used to do montage videos for me, and they were amazing on Unis. He's been super busy lately, and he hasn't made one in about a couple months now, I think. But he did one almost every week for my first month, and they were probably one of my favorite things. I'm not opposed to that optrix. These onions are really nice and crisp. How is Rando? I think he's doing good. They're getting their house all together. Things are going well. We haven't talked to him in a bit. Since, I think, before we moved. Maybe Betty will give him a call tonight. I know, we miss Rando. Hey, Trist? Okay, so what did we say? 3 tablespoons of butter. A little butter crock. I don't even use it, right? Apparently you're supposed to put cold water into the bottom of there, and it'll help the butter from going bad. But it's cool enough down here now that I don't even think I need to do that. Because when I lived in Vancouver and I started using this, the butter would always go bad, and I was like, this doesn't work at all. I think it was just always too warm and humid in our apartment. But so far, this is working. Like, it's still pretty hard. He not far from actual Vancouver? No, he's like a good 12-hour drive from Vancouver. He is far. But the flight from Edmonton to here is like an hour and a half, I think. So it's a really quick flight. And I'm probably just gonna mix this all up with my hands, guys. Let's put in some parm. So this recipe calls for half a cup of parm and a cup of grated mozza. But I'm gonna sub the cheddar for the mozza. And I'll have to go run up and grab the grater. Guys, it's not Parmigiano. It is not the real deal. This is straight trickery. You're from Edmonton? No way, Steve. Yeah, I grew up there for 23 years until I moved to BC. Can he have a direct flight to the island? Yeah, I believe there is direct flights from Edmonton to Victoria. And then we would just pick him up at the airport. It's about an hour away from here, the airport. I'm surprised the dog's not down here yet. We'll go with like that. Probably will be an excessive amount, but we're making cheesy bread. We've already had this discussion today. You can never have too much cheese. You were born and raised there? Sweet! That's amazing, Steve. I actually lived in St. Albert my whole life. Yeah, the mall is just like overrated. That crazy mall. Okay, I'm just gonna go run up and grab the cheese grater, and then we'll get into this bread. And then I think after this, we'll finish off the soup. Oh my god. All I did was grab the cheese grater and wax paper, and the dog beat me downstairs. She's like, I'm in. Wherever you're going with that, I'm following you. Now you live in Saskatoon, Steve? Nice. I've only been to Saskatchewan, I think, 1 or 2 times. During the summer, one of my old friends had like a lake out there, because that's where she was, or a cabin at a lake out there. She was from there. It was really nice though. Like, they have some nice lakes in Saskatchewan. But I guess so does Alberta. Clapped. Hi. Hello. What's good? The hottest summer and the coldest winters. I believe it. Okay, these will be our cheese snacks. The end of the block. Really bad news now. What, Trist? This cheese grater is so much faster than yours. I jammed it though. Saskatchewan has over 1,000 lakes. Maybe it's time for a new one, Optrix. Amazon Prime that ish. Okay, this might be more than a cup of grated cheddar. There's no limits with cheese though. It was already decided. That piece is really hard though. Oh no. What have we done? Taste testing. Okay, I don't think all of this is gonna fit into the bowl. Dog. Thanks for the biddies. That's my man. And not enough. Okay, we might have to reserve this for the topping after, but it's not gonna mix into the bowl. Evie, how many is 1,000 lakes in American units? She got us there. Okay, we're getting messy. Minnesota has 10,000 lakes. She's just screwing with you, Steve. What are we doing here? I'm not sure. Mixing butter with cheese, onions, and garlic. That's insane, Trist. Sorry, I read that earlier, but I did not react to it. That is really, really hot. Be careful, man. Do you have to run air conditioning like year-round? Because it's always just hot in Arizona? You beat us. All of the Americans beat us out with their lakes, Steve. Not doing anything. Sit in front of a fan. Missed yourself. Okay, I think this is like mixed in pretty good. Let's mash it. Let's work it. Alaska has 3 million lakes. Holy. Thunderstruck. People go hiking during the summer. I know, we're gonna go for a bike ride this weekend. We're biking up a mountain. It's gonna be good. Hopefully no one dies. Maybe we'll see a bear or two. That'd be cool. Okay, this is like a very stinky mixture, but I think it's gonna be really flavorful. I mean, this is pretty much just the basis of any garlic bread that you buy in the store. 3 minutes till 4:20. Get your bowls packed. Get those spliffs rolled. Light it up. Posh, come and vacuum the cheese. Best part about having a dog. What am I gonna bake this on? Probably just a sheet pan. Alaska has lots of mosquitoes. Oh my god, the buzzing. I could not deal with that. No, thank you. I can't even handle if like a fly is buzzing in my room at night. Okay, there's the setup. Oh no, Elvin. I've only done about half of the work so far. Okay, let's see how this is pulling apart now. She's looking better. And they said it's okay if you pull some of the pieces out. Just kind of like stuff it back in. Because of the cheese will keep it all together. So I suppose we'll start in the middle. This might get a little weird, just like stuffing bread with cheese and butter, but like people say, it's like ASMR. I think it's easiest if we kind of like flop it open like that. We'll stuff in some shit. And this is gonna get dirty. Biggest seagulls. The mosquitoes, I mean, Alberta had some pretty bad mosquitoes at some points as well. Luckily, we don't really get mosquitoes out here. Oh man, Elvin, $1.50. How could you go wrong? Costco hot dogs for the win. Oh, black flies. I feel your pain, guys. Wakanjian, thanks for the little bitty. And the host as well. That's much appreciated. Feeling the love from afar. So all the sound alerts are working for you guys now, right? This bread is insane. Won't all the cheese and butter make it all soggy? No, no. It's gonna be delicious. Plus soggy garlic. Like, garlic bread is typically soggy, right? Because it's just doused in butter and cheese and garlic. I'm not afraid of it. I think with the cheese, it's gonna help it not be soggy. Yes, perfect pre-game meal. Cheesy bread. I've always like eyed these up in magazines and stuff like that, or Instagram, and I've never made one. So I was like, I need to do this, and we have a loaf of bread that has to get used. So here we are. Thanks, Elvin. Yeah, I have no idea how this is gonna turn out, guys. First time ever doing this. But it does smell fab so far. I mean, typically, yeah. I'm hearing alert sounds on my end, so that's why I'm checking in with you guys. Just because I did switch over recently. Vaders, hey guys! I just popped into your guys' stream quickly this morning before I went out, but I was so happy to see you guys on again. How's it been? Like, it's been so long. And hello, Guy Fox Ninja. Yeah, fill that bread. We are not stopping. We're getting cheesed up. Aw, thanks, guys. Thanks for the love. Everyone should go show Vaders some love right now. They are cooking streamers from the UK. Twin brothers. They're hilarious. They're like one of the first cooking streams that I've encountered on Twitch 3-ish months ago. I don't know if we can open it up the other way now. What is going on? With the sub as well. Thank you guys. The hell? 2 months already. I can't believe it. Okay, let's just try and put this wherever it will go. Thank you so much, you guys. Appreciate the love. Okay, we're gonna call it a day with that. We have stuffed it with the best of our abilities. Now it will be baked. Class, you literally blew up my Instagram that day. The notifications were non-stop. I loved it though. I was like, he is not messing around. Shadowlin. Okay, I think that's good. This is our crazy pull apart sourdough loaf. And then that gets baked at 350 Fahrenheit for half an hour, it says. But we're not going to bake it just yet. We want it to be nice and hot for dinner later on. So we probably will bake it in, what do we got for time? 4:30? Probably less than an hour. Let's say in about 45 minutes. And right now we're going to move on to making the slaw. And we'll probably freeze the ice cream. Let's check the ice cream base first before we get into more veggies. Extinction, you're bad. The wifey's not home. So he's gotta make his own sando. Okay, so here's the base. It should be nice and cooled off. Then I can take out the little container from the freezer, pour it in there, and then it'll go into the ice cream maker, which I did put into a different room from here because it is pretty noisy. Let's just make sure this is cooled off. I'm just gonna give it a try. That's delicious. Yes, Vedas. Oh my god, Elvin. I know, we're sad. You can't even get onto Discord or anything? What's up, Josu? Welcome to the stream. Okay, so here's this bowl that goes into the ice cream maker. We're just gonna pour our base into that. And I'm guessing it'll take about 20 to 30 minutes for this to freeze up completely. And all of our vanilla beans are stuck in the bottom there, so I'm just gonna give that a scrape out. We don't wanna waste that. Make an onion loaf and light it on fire. The heck? The dishes are piling up. Can you not get onto Discord, Alvin? Like, you're gonna have no interwebs at all? You'll be surprised if it freezes up well. We'll see. I mean, I did do a custard base, so it does have egg yolks. Hey, thanks, Trist. Thanks for that. Okay, just gonna go pop this into the maker, and I'll be right back. I'll set a timer as well, so you don't forget about it. Let's do, what, 20 minutes on the timer? Keep it shorter. So we don't want to, like, over freeze it. That never turns out well. Probably would break the machine, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, it is cold right now, the base, so we'll see. We shall see. Yeah, good doge. It's a good doge. And you know what, guys? I think before we make the slaw, we should strain off our broth and finish up the soup. Let's do it. This is looking amazing. So nice and dark in color. That's beefy. And then obviously once we add the meat, it'll get even better. We need this. And we need a big pot. Get the pot out. And I think that's it. Okay, we're going in. Ready? We might make a mess. Let's see how we do. Hopefully there's not too much splashing. I'll try and go slow. You guys can see the nice color though, hey? Oh God, are we ready for the drop? The bubbles coming out. What is going on? Ah! Okay, I'm just gonna scrape the bottom of this because we are gonna reuse that pot for our soup. Is that birria? What do you mean is it birria? So obviously all of that color and flavor came from us browning off the scraps and the bones really well. Gotta love that Maillard reaction. So let's turn this back on to like a medium-high heat. And I'll start by sauteing the beef. So let's see how much liquid we have. There's quite a bit there. And there's not too much meat to pull off of here, to be honest. So I'll probably just discard this. But it's better, like, at least we used it for something instead of discarding it earlier. herbs are super fragrant as well. I'm pumped for this. Tori's, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. Birria is a goat stew, sometimes made with chicken and beef. That sounds so good. What nationality is that from? Okay, our pot's pretty hot. Let's start this. I'm gonna try and keep the blood out of the pot for now. But I can pour that into the broth if we wanted extra flavor. Let's do it. It's Mexican, yum. AKA doggy disposal. You know what? That's very true. We typically do let her munch on the prime rib bones after. We just hold it for her and she takes all the meat off. We lost our sizzle action. Come on, burner. You got this. But I think this is a good thing, so now I can scrape off the rest of the brown bits off the bottom of the pot. It should come back up to heat pretty quickly though. The stove is old faithful. Goat head soup. Nutso. Okay, slaw time. Let me get my bowl out. Purple slaw in a blue bowl. Should look pretty good. I think I should put this over here just because it looks amazing. We can't really see the pot, hey? Does that focus in a bit better? Yeah. Okay, we're good. The sun's going down. Cabbage Bay. This is our Twitch slaw, because it's purple. And I think I'm going to put some carrots into it too. That means I have to wash the grater. Worst. Carrot for a nose? Yep. We'll just do one carrot. What is she cruising around in here? Getting up to no good. She's like, I'm here for the carrot. Posh is keeping you guys company. You're dreading next Thursday. What's gonna happen? thought carrots were purple. Actually, good point. So the original carrots were actually purple. But it freaked people out. So that's why they mostly just serve orange carrots now. But I think the purple ones taste so much better. There's a lot of liquid coming out of this beef. Stars of Tomorrow. Holy. Purple scares people, yeah. Purple people eaters. This is my favorite part of purple cabbages. It's like a brain. So cool. Now we're gonna cut it into quarters. I don't know if I'm gonna use this whole thing. But at the same time, leftover slaw is not a bad thing. It kind of gets better with time. Thanks for the follow, Problem Bear. Welcome in. So we still need to take our core out, which is what I'm doing right now. And kind of see how deep it goes sometimes. If you're scared of wasting too much, just kind of trim off the side parts. And this is Doggo's like favorite snack. So I'll cut off a couple of pieces for her too. Good girl. Yep, Doggo. We got a stream, Doggo. She's the best. And then we're gonna try and shave this as thin as possible. I got a vegan dog. You guys keep saying that. I mean, apart from the fact that she eats salmon food every day. She just has a well-balanced diet, that's all. So flip that over now because it wants to do that anyways. That way we'll save ourselves from cutting any digits off. Oh, we're slipping. I know, it looks pretty cool, hey? It's like art. Okay, the last slice. Done. Just kind of break it up in our bowl. That's a Sammy.
Hi! Hi! Hi, I haven't seen you all day. You're here, come back to the street. I know it's important stuff.
If I eat a vegan cow, does it make you vegan? Let's say yes. Save yourself. We're chillin'. You drank water today, you're vegan. Exactly. Okay, this beef though. I don't think we're gonna be sauteing it, so I'm just gonna pour this out so that I can start to saute the veg. I'm just gonna pour this into our broth pot, which is sitting right beside. Sizzle. Okay, veg is going in. Mirepoix, just carrot, onion, celery. I'm just gonna put a touch of olive oil in the bottom of there, just so it can brown up a bit. Get that sizzle. Okay, back to this. The last slice always scares you? Yeah. It's always a little bit scary. Sam would get in there, wouldn't he? As soon as my back is turned, a smidgen of olive oil. Your friend had to put down her dog on Tuesday. Aww. Well, at least it's not suffering anymore. Hopefully it had a great life. That's always the saddest thing, though. I am dreading that day, you guys. Okay, that is half of the cabbage. You're scared, Thunder Chef? Don't be scared. Have faith. I got this, guys. I need to keep my skills up. Put myself to the test. I think that's gonna be enough. We're like 3/4 full in the bowl already. Holy! The hot burners. Turn up the hood fan a bit right now, guys. Okay, I'm gonna put the garlic in, so I'm just gonna mince it. Because the bottom of the pot is starting to turn a little too brown. And then after this, I will put in the tomatoes. Give that a little stirry stir. Healthcare is free, so I'm good. No worries. I lose a finger, I'll get a new one for free. Okay, tomatoes. We're getting steamed up. Oh, the whiskey has arrived. I just want to stir this and kind of get all that dark stuff off the bottom of the pot. It's not burnt. Like, that's all flavor from the caramelized meat protein. And it will cook off as the soup cooks too. So don't worry about that. Now in with our broth and our meat. Careful, it might splash. like so. And we'll let that come up to a boil and then we'll simmer it. Sammy, are you going?
Yeah, go for the bike ride.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just pick up an extra ladyfinger. Yeah, bye, Sammy. Have fun. Oh, the ice cream. Okay, I'm gonna go check. Hold down the fort, guys. It worked. It twerked. Move on over, cabbage. We made screens. It looks pretty legit. Obviously it's a little soft right now, but once I pop this into the freezer, it should be good to go by the time the crumble is baked. Taste test, it's on point. Yum. I'm gonna put it into one of those. Kind of scrape it off of the sides as well. But that was pretty quick. I mean, 20 minutes and we're done. I think it worked well. It's definitely not like the smoothest ice cream ever, but it'll be tasty. It's made right and I know what's in it. French vanilla. Yeah, that's exactly it, guys. So is it French because I made it? Sounds good, Shadowlyn. Thanks for being here. Have a great night. Hopefully see you tomorrow. Yum. Just grab a spoon, guys. Sitting down, having a bowl of ice cream. It's very tempting. You're addicted to the chili chocolate version? I do love me some chili chocolate. Okay, this is going into the freezer. I'm just gonna go take a quick bathroom break and then we'll keep rolling. Okay, our soup should not be boiling that much. I'm gonna give that a stir. You just want to simmer it until our beef is tender. Let's go low, low. Low, low. And now let's grate our carrot back into our slaw. I only used half the cabbage, so I'll put away the other half. I'm sure that will be used up this weekend in something. Bye, Lemon. Thanks for being here. Have a good one. Trist. No, I think he's good. He's topped up on his stuff. Yeah, exactly, Elvin. That's just my ice cream. I know I didn't make very much, but that's probably why it froze up so quick. So that's a good thing. Doing it in smaller batches like that. Watch the digits on the grater, guys. It's always the scary part. Incognito, I know, this is a crazy stream. Like, what am I doing? I'm feeling a bit rushed now. But all I have left after this is to make the crumble and bake it. So I think we'll be okay with like an hour left. I just gotta hurry up a bit. I made a pint. I think I made a pint, yeah, close to it. So the way I usually season up my slaw is like a mix of mayo, not a lot, with apple cider vinegar. And then don't forget the celery seeds as well. A reenactment of The Shining. Either celery seed or celery salt. Whatever one you have laying around. We're just gonna drizzle this on sparingly. Salt it.
So, Frank wants to know what time the dinner's gonna be ready.
Same time as always. Do you have celery salt?
Yes.
Can I please have some?
Okay.
So we're putting in some kosher salt now. And then the salt actually helps break down the fibers in the cabbage, and it'll soften it up a bit. We need lemon pepper. Don't show the fingers to Gordon Ramsay. We don't have very much mayo here, but that is okay. Clear it out. Thank you.
Welcome.
Do I eat fast food? I do. Obviously not really during the week though. I always like to just make home cooked meals for lunch and dinner. And then breakfast is always a smoothie. Staying healthy. Put the extra lemon pepper in it. Okay, we'll trick her. Okay, celery, salt. Guys, do you think my streams are too long? Like, do I do too much stuff? I don't think so. Honestly, you guys can put in whatever kind of spices you want in your slaw. I don't think there's really a bad spice. But I just love the classic celery salt. And I might put a bit of beer mustard into it as well. Kind of change up the game. Chef de Partie does them 4 to 7 hours? That's nutso. Okay, I feel better then. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, we're buds now. It's true. I feel like we're creating like a little family together. It's good. I love my squad. Okay, let's do about a teaspoon of that because it is pretty powerful. And Sammy is not a huge fan of mustard. I'll sneak it in while he's gone. Sweet, some more pineapple pizza fans. I love it, guys. Hawaiian pizza is my go-to. And there's a place here that not only puts pineapple on, but they put peaches with ham and bacon. So, so good. It's like a book club, kind of. That's a good way to put it. Okay, so obviously I don't love creamy slaws too much, which is why we are skimping on the mayo. I like it more vinegary and like crunchy rather than just doused in some kind of mayo-y dressing. This is smelling good. And I would always recommend making your slaw earlier on, just so it has time to sit and absorb all those flavors. Okay, it's looking good. Let me just give it a little tasty taste. A little pinch of everything. That's actually really good already. Nailed it. That can go into the fridge to keep marinating while we finish the rest of din. It's like, it's not overly sweet. You guys can put sugar in if you want. But the acidity is not overpowering either. It's just like very nicely balanced with everything. Red slaw, crushed. Okay, crumble time. This is a Betty Crocker recipe. Oh, I do need to go grab the glass baking pan for it. I don't have one of those big pans, guys. Betty has 3. Put the slaw on the tightrope. No! It'll fall. Okie dokes. The pan has been acquired. Betty's last name revealed. Love it. Okay, so we'll make our topping first. Obviously, we need a little bowl for that as well. We're running low. I know what I'm gonna use. It's gonna get messy, I think. So we need 1.5 cups of AP flour and 1 cup of oats. The oats. And you want like quick cooking oats, not the large flake ones. I mean, I don't think it makes a huge difference. Just the large flake ones will be a little bit more like crunchy, a little bit more toothsome. Three-quarters of a cup of white sugar and 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar. I'm gonna just use this 1/2 cup measure. They have their AP test in less than 2 weeks. Yeah, good luck. Good luck. Oh, So you were not measuring that amount. We'll pretend that that was the other quarter of a cup. I'm rushing on the crumble, guys, because it has to bake for an hour. Should have maybe done it earlier. Okay, let's call that enough. Why you know like the queen? I like queen. Half a teaspoon of salt and then 1 cup of butter. Butter. It's always good to put salt in with your baked goods. It'll help balance. What? Yes, please. And I would use cold butter for this. It's kind of like making pie crust, is you want it to be nice and flaky and crunchy. So having the cold butter will help keep those nice chunks in there. You'll have some wine too, Trist? You paid people to do your university work? That's hilarious, Trist. You can cheers if you want. My hands are messy.
Messy.
Betty says cheers. Thanks for the wine. Thirsty Thursday, guys. Go get your drinks.
Is it okay if I'm the audience?
Sure.
This chair's weird.
You love making apple crisp. I know, it's such a good go-to. What wine is on the menu tonight? The same one we've been drinking for like a month.
Because I bought a case of it.
Yeah, we bought a case of it. It was so good. Stag's Hollow. And what is it? Tragically Vital. And it is a white blend. Or no, it has just Vital grapes?
Yep. It's a Vital.
Vital grapes. Don't drink it, Optrix. Clapped, you have a cheesecake and you're hiding it from us? Why would you do that? Okay, so now we need to break this up a little bit further. Then we'll start kind of mashing everything together with our hands. Trish, you shouldn't call Betty Boop sexy. That's still my mom.
That's funny.
Just let it evaporate, Optrix. Make some vinegar from it. Why not a pastry cutter? I don't know. I like just doing this stuff with my hands. I like to get the feel for it. Now we'll just start smushing. It's okay, Trist. Don't feel weird. I'm not weird about it. It's just hilarious. Helicopter. just comes in here demanding more butter. My hands are the pastry cutter. Clapped. I can't click on the link right now. My hands are dirty. Wouldn't it be better if the butter is soft? I think it's better if it's cold. Because that's how you get the crumbly texture, right? I'm pretty sure you could make this in a food processor or a mixer as well. But like I said, I always like to do these crumbles by hand. Keeping it old school. And obviously as your hands warm up the butter, it'll start to break down. NSYNC reunited? No way. I thought that was a hoax. Arab music is super weird. I'm not opposed to really any music. The only thing I don't like is like screamo, death metal. Everything else I'm pretty good with. So see how it's starting to come together? That's what we want. The only thing I'm gonna say, guys, is that this crumble will not be done before the stream is over. Pretty sure not. So I'll have to post a photo of it in Discord, I'm thinking. But it'll also go up on my Instagram. No way, Trist. That's pretty cool. Maybe they will come back to us. Let's go, NSYNC. We're almost there. You can see how the crumbles are starting to form and I'm just kind of breaking them up. This is why you do it by hand. You will taste the love. Have I been to any concerts? I've gone to quite a few concerts, actually. When I was in Edmonton, though, like Vancouver got all the good concerts, but tickets were like $500. And to me, it's not worth it. Like, the artist makes enough money that me supporting them like that, I don't know. I don't love them that much. Okay, let's try a crumble. We made a mess. Okay, let's set that aside. What concerts have I been to? I went to a bunch of country concerts. Like, I've gone to Rascal Flatts, Keith Urban. I've been to Mumford and Sons, Justin Timberlake, Bruno Mars. Trying to think of what else. Lady Gaga. I don't know if that's it. Let me see how this beef is doing. I don't want it to fall apart in here. I'm Coachella. That's true. Thanks, Mama. Okay, time for the filling. We need 8 apples, which I have. This is my wonderful bowl. I planned ahead. And these are Spartan. These are grown in BC. They're really nice and crisp. And I suppose I will peel these as well. Okay, we'll peel the apples. Maybe only like halfway. And cheers. Finally gonna have a sip of my wine. Hey Rush, how are you, my dude? How are things? I'm actually glad you're here because I have a question about the stream elements. How do you update the menu command every day? That is amazing, Tris. Honestly, at this point, I think music festivals are the way to go. So you get like to see so many different musicians for pretty much the same price as one concert. It just makes sense. I would way rather choose that, especially for the experience as well. These apples are a little bruised. I guess it's a good thing we're using them up. Okay, you guys still aren't hearing sounds? Because I'm hearing it on my end. Which means it should be working on yours. That makes me sad. You've never used a peeler on an apple. Well, here we are. This is like the shiniest red apple ever. Seems to be working pretty well. Just the bruised parts are kind of weird. It likes to get stuck there. And just keep changing the response. Okay. I couldn't figure out how to go in afterwards and just change it. I'll do some more exploring afterwards. Serpent. No, not that sound. It's supposed to be like an alert sound. Like when I get bits or subs or donations. Okay, that is good. That's just gonna go into compost. The peeler has the clout. Yeah, now we know. Now we know what it is. Clout crumble. I'm gonna try and work with these as quick as possible. Cycle, so I don't think they're gonna oxidize. And the way I always cut my apples is I go down each side of the core and then cut along the side. You love apple skins? Yeah, I would totally munch on those. I mean, that's obviously the best part for you as well. I typically don't peel apples when I make crisp. So this is different for me. Ooh, apple butter. Good one. So we want about like 1-inch chunks here, guys. So all of these little pieces can just be cut up. So I'll just set those aside. And these little bits of skin, I'm okay with that. It's not the worst thing in the world. Something like that. Keep it consistent just so they bake evenly. But you made it. What's up, girl? How was your day? Yeah, the skin is the tastiest part of the potato. Even like skin on fries, so good. The bread is ridiculous. Don't even look at it, but it's torture for you. I am well, thanks. Trying to rush on this crisp. But this is the last thing we have to do. Otherwise, we just have to put barley into the soup. Speaking of, what time is it? Okay, we'll put the barley into the soup like now. So it'll take about half an hour to cook and soften. And then we'll put the veg in near the end. And other than that, we just have to bake some stuff. You made a Trader Joe's trip today. Yum. Frozen chicken. Oh my god. I love soup dumplings. $250 for a pack of 6. That's good. I mean, it's only what? Wrapper and chicken inside and broth. It makes sense. Okay, let's have a piece of apple. Dog goes into it. Yeah, it's so good. That's like one of my favorite things to eat out. Highway, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. So we need half a cup of sugar again. And then 2 tablespoons of orange juice. So why don't we do our orange and lemon zest and juice now? Because that'll also help to keep it from oxidizing real quick. So it says a teaspoon each of lemon and orange zest. It's gonna be a good recipe. Like so. Yeah, I know, it's so good, helicopter. soup dumplings are life. The place we always went in Vancouver, we were like the only white people in the restaurant, so you know it's good. And they always thought we were so crazy because we ordered so much food. Like, they would just shake their heads at us. And we're like, no, like, we want all of this. We know how much it is. That was our cheat days. Guys, barley is going in. Will it turn to a stew? We don't know. Let's hope not, though. But you want the mousse cake recipe for your pick? I'll just make something easy for dinner, if that's what you want. I think I'll be able to do it. Let me look over the recipe again, but it should be doable. I would honestly love to make it later on in the summer, though, when I can go and pick the fresh blackberries. And yes, guys, this is an orange. It's just a Cara orange, so the flesh is really nice and red. Yeah, I think it would be a lot better when I can, like, literally go pick blackberries in the backyard. And then make the cake, like... But macarons, I can probably pull off. Just have to make sure I go grab all the ingredients, like the almond flour and stuff. But we should be good. Yeah, the orange is squirting. Okay, 1/2 cup of sugar. Then 2 tablespoons of whiskey, aka a dash. We're not measuring that. Come on. Oh, they're a pain to get right. Like, I might fudge it up on stream. You never know. Put some star anise in here. That would be really, really good, actually. In the apple crisp. Okay, Crown Royal maple. Delicious. This is for Thirsty Thursday, guys. Alvin, I'm sorry. I just want to make everything doable for you guys. So we need some cinnamon. Which I don't know if I have any. Have to pop upstairs again. I mean, I just put together my spice rack and I know I don't have cinnamon. So be right back and then we're going to build up this crumble. I'm going to turn the stove on right now, or the oven, to 350. And that way this will come together pretty quick. Okay, cinnamon. I know, Elvin, hey. Well, we tried to use up a bunch of stuff before we moved, just so we didn't have to pack as much. Okay, that's that. Let's get a little mixy mix. Taiwanese fried chicken. Ooh. Okay, let me write that down before I forget it. And I'll check it out. I've never had that before. That's terrifying. I have to find a Taiwanese person. Is that cannibalism? I don't know. For these directions, are they putting crumble on the bottom? Nope. Okay, so I'm just gonna mix this in this then, because that'll be a lot easier for me to do. More surface area. Who's that? Chicken thighs coated, then Chinese five spice and basil. That sounds good. And then macarons. Ooh. I like your style. Sammy didn't die, guys. He made it back. Woohoo! Did you miss Posh Minute? No, we haven't really done Posh Minute. We'll do it once the crumble is in the oven. So we're just gonna evenly layer the topping. Nah, Posh has just been getting some snacks so far. She hasn't had any pets yet. Okay, everything is evenly covered. There's no apples peeking out. I made such a mess in here today. It's hilarious. All right, Extinction. Thanks for being here. Cheers to a great day, and hopefully see you tomorrow. Crumble has been accomplished. Get that close up. Yum. I could just eat the topping raw. Hey, we are good. Zach, what? What is up, man? How are you? It's been forever. Sammy can't allow himself to die when the food is this good yet. He probably raced home. Yeah, guys, a friend from high school. That's amazing.
Yeah, I went down the hill.
You did?
Yeah.
Which hill?
Harder view.
So Sam just went and biked up the hill that we were supposed to bike up on the weekend. He's wild. There is no stopping that man. Okay, let's give this a stir. See how our barley's doing. Maybe turn it up just a tad. That's amazing. Thanks, dude. I know Twitch is like so new to me, but after 3 months, I got the hang of it. and things are going really, really well. Yeah, he went without me. Maybe he was just like trying to see if I could do it. I'm sure I'll be fine. Okie dokes. That is it for all of the recipes. So the bread and the crumble will go in at the same time. Rain with the follow. Welcome in, guys. Now that the notifications are no longer sideways. Yeah, that was crazy that day. That was my fault, though. I figured out what I did after. It was a rough one. Yeah, Zach. Have you been streaming as well? Auto hosting is pretty easy. It's in your settings. But you can whisper me and I can help you out with that for sure. Okay, I did make a little mess today, guys, so I'm just gonna do a quick little cleanup while we're chilling. How is the lighting? Is it still okay? Or is it getting too dark? Frank went for a chirp. Does that mean a bike ride? Oh, you do podcasts from here. That's amazing. Okay, sounds good, dude. Talk to you later. Thanks for popping in. That's awesome. Clapped. Send the cheesecake over. Send it over here. I now have half an orange to munch on tomorrow. Stoked about that. Oh, chiropractic. I was like, chirp. Okay, that was our oven. So I think crumble will go in the middle rack. And the bread can go on the bottom. And then maybe we'll do a little switcheroo. Oh, we're pushing it with the bread. Maybe I'll switch those. We cheesed the oven rack. How is this one? The glorious stuff has been put in. Half an hour timer. Started. Clapped. Back away from the cheesecake. And you might make it out alive. You must have put LSD in it or something. You can't beat homemade cheesecake if you do it right. So, so good. Bye, Rush. Thanks for being here, man. Always good to see you. Have a great day at work. Ooh, amaretto cream. Trist, you shouldn't be bitter. You should just move on. Because people are going to be who they are, and it shouldn't affect you like that. I always like to kill people with kindness. That will make them feel worse than saying, like, any bad words. Just be nice. Cycle, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the squad. Okay, Rush, sounds good, dude. I'll check it out later tonight, I think. Or in the morning. Holy. Alvin, you put in that work. Just putting a couple of things away in the fridge, guys. Do you want dill in the slaw? You're good? Sammy says no dill in the slaw.
It smells really good. Yum.
I made the broth with the trim and the bones and then strained it and made the soup. I think it's gonna be good. Vioon, hello. So true, Alvin. If I ain't getting paid, it's not worth it. I mean, I don't really get paid now, and it's still worth it, so. Hi, Fiscal. How are you? Yeah, Chef Sammy in the kitchen. Watch out. He's checking out what I've done. Thanks, Rocket Sniper. Get in on that Insta. That's one of my favorite places. Optrix, Coffee Snob, where it's at. Yeah, I don't drink Starbucks anymore, really. It's not worth the money. I'd rather get roasted beans that are local and grind them up myself and make my own coffee. So much better. Sushi Day with the host. Thanks, everybody. Rocket, you want me to cook for you? Everyone always says that. If you come and see me, though, I could cook for you. Yeah, local roasters. I used to get coffee quite often in Vancouver, but I try not to drink it anymore because it is weird with my body. It's kind of sad. I do miss it, but health is more important than drinking a drink.
Here we go.
We have some stuff. What? Guys, we got a new Interstellar. We got like 3 Amazon packages today. Look it. We got a new salad spinner. Let's see how it works. What? Rocket, do you live in Canada? Oh man, cold brewed coffee. It's making me sad. I haven't had coffee in probably a month. I've been doing really good. Clapped, you're so in trouble. Okay, let's check it out. Sammy's opening up all this stuff. At least we have stuff to do while everything's baking. It looks nice though. Oh, it like even attaches on. We don't need that mode though, because we always go Interstellar. That will not be closed. Can't wait to test it out for the first time. That'd be so cool, Rocket. I mean, we've been talking about like getting people over for like almost a learning to cook retreat. That would be pretty cool. Okay, let's see what goes on in here. Okay, we're locked in. But, like, what is this hole for? Like, you definitely don't want to stick your finger into it. Oh, to strain out the water. Look at that. They've come a little bit of a ways since the last Tupperware one we've used. Stream the poker tournament. Elvin. Okay, this works well. I like it. I'm pumped. What's this? Oh. Welcome in, Rocket. Thanks for the follow. We got a little wireless mouse so that I don't have to keep running back to Sammy's computer when we start and stop the stream. Oh, it's not wireless.
Nope.
Okay, word up. I don't know then. I lied. What's this one? I don't know what this one is even. They want to see the M&Mers. Dog. 3 months already. Thanks, dearie, for the sub.
Welcome. I like pizza.
You like pizza snacks?
But these pants?
Hey! No feet on the cutting board. Just plug it into a potato. Potato mouse, go. Swedish guy cooking. Welcome in. Thanks for the follow. Yeah, nasty ass. Good thing I'm done cooking for the day. Put his slipper. I know, right? Okay, so we got this thing. It's not actually for nail polish. This is gonna hold all of my essential oils. I'm one of those people. Unfollow, change your mind. Do it up. If that scares you, well then I'm sorry, but you might miss out on some awesome stuff. Death! You made it! How are you? Okay, let's test it. It's like seriously perfect. Sweet! Pumped. Pumped. Oh, and then the last thing. A hummingbird feeder. Because we saw one the other day. We weren't sure if they were like around this area up here. But there was one that came in the other day while we were moving. He was checking all the stuff out. So we're like, Kate, we have to get a feeder then. We'll put it up by a window somewhere so we can watch it. Because they're so cute. So cute. And now, the best part. Bubble wraps. Death, you were napping? It's okay, man. I understand that people need rest. That bread, though. Wow. Wow, Rocket. That's aggressive. You know nothing about me and how much I wash my hands. Everyone else has seen me wash my hands a bunch. Pretty sure I'm one of the cleanest chefs out there. So get out of here with that. Nice Opteryx. Yeah, we love the hummingbirds here. They are seriously my favorite. And the sound that they make, oh man. Sam's being a hummingbird. Yeah, it's true, guys. OCD right here. Y'all know what it's about.
Your mom does the hummingbird pretty well, actually.
Betty does?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so I checked on the bread. And it's looking really good. We're about halfway there. She be cheesing right up. I'm guessing this barley will be done soon as well, and then we can finish seasoning the soup. Because I haven't added any salt or pepper yet. Should probably taste the broth. But plating today is going to be very, very simple. There's going to be a bunch of different plates. Yes, Optrix, post it in Discord. Okay, let's have a little bite. See where we're at. A little bit of everything. Is the light reflection off of the stove annoying? We are good to go. Just need a bunch of salt in there. But the barley's like 90% cooked, so we can season that up now while we're waiting. That's so cool. I'm gonna check that out after Optrix, but that video looks amazing. What's Discord for? Come on, Clapped. That's where all of our fun stuff is. And just a heads up, guys, tomorrow is story time. I don't know what time we'll do it. Probably in the middle of the stream. But we'll be doing story time, and then we'll post it in Discord after in that section. It's been a while. We didn't do it for a couple weeks now. Discord is where all of my recipes and stuff like that are, and that's a good way to like keep in touch with everyone when we are not on stream. You can post photos, you can really post whatever you want. You were too scared to ask? Honestly, just get in there and check it out. We're pretty active in there. What is story time? Good question, Steve. So the way story time works is, I don't know how we're going to organize it this time, but typically one person in chat will post a word, and then you'll have to create a story with everyone. So people just keep posting one word to make the story keep flowing. And then we pretty much form all the sentences afterwards and see what we came up with. Kind of like Mad Libs, I would say. But it gets a little bit insane. Oh my god, Elvin. And there you go, guys, if you want to get in on there. Okay, let's add some S&P to this. Gonna take quite a bit because we didn't even season up the beef before. And keep in mind we are adding vegetables to this too, so that might change the flavor a bit. have a tasty taste. Your favorite part is the After Dark show. Eat with Doggo. Oh, we still have to have Posh Minute. The Posh Minute. That's really beefy. I'm glad I made the broth up first. Still need a bit more salt. Cotto, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. We have 11 minutes left on our bread. But I don't even think it will take that long. It's already coming apart pretty nice. What, Trist? That's insane. Alright, dude. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, good luck with everything. Hopefully they didn't wreck too much stuff. But see you tomorrow. I'm gonna go get Doggo. Come on. Come here. Hey, Cotto. Thanks. Thank you. Okay, come on, girl. Uppy. Uppy. Hush. Up. Good girl. Come here. Come here. Are you being a bum? You want a butt scratch? Hey, out of the compost. Do you want a bean? Do you like beans? Nope. Keep sitting. Nice. Be nice. Good girl. Okay, that's it. That's it. Gotta wash my hands. You'll be here tomorrow, Trist? Okay. I'll try and send you the apple crisp in Discord then so you can see it later. Yeah, dumb skate-a-punks. Those tweakers. Bye, Trist. Hopefully you figure everything out. I'm gonna taste this soup one final time. Delicious. Just as good as Mom used to make. There you go. Clapped. But yes, it is on my channel page as well, if you guys are searching for it. We got you. Okay, let's have a peek at our bread. I'm gonna turn this soup down again. It's looking pretty amazing. Like, pretty amazing. What do you mean it won't let you join? The link should be set to never expire. That's where we're at so far. So like, look at that view. Just the edges part. Insane. So this has 8 more minutes. I think we should put the veg into the soup. Vaders, you're still here just waiting for the bread. Nom. I could see you guys crushing this for sure. Like this with a pint of beer. So good. So, so good. Pixelated bread loaf. I love it. Okay, beans are going in. This is a very hearty soup. That's how I like it though. And same with our zooks. Heavy veg today. The smell is unreal. Thank you. It's exactly 12 hours. Holy, that's gonna take you a bit to adjust, hey? Yeah, that's the most like non-fun part about traveling is the jet lag. I'm gonna get the slaw out. We can plate up a little bowl of that. Or I'll just leave it like that and take a bite out of it. Yeah, do it, Elvin. Say bye. Melatonin, yeah, that'll work. That's always a good one. Okay. Should we do the beef and barley soup in the black bowl or a white bowl? I'm thinking the white bowl. These are our other bowls that we like to use. It's like nice and shallow. Sounds good, but have a good night. See you tomorrow. We need a ladle. Ladle. I think we're good. Good to go. Yeah, definitely made a mess today. But that's alright. Hey, who's barking? What are you doing? Hush. That's enough. She's out of control. Yay, clapped. Welcome in. I know, I see we have a bunch of newbies in there. Uncle Stinky, Clapped, Vioon, Shadow. Welcome in, everyone. Good to have ya. And the recipe section, just so you guys know, you guys can add to it as well if you have any favorites of yours. I am not opposed to that. And you're pretty much open to post whatever you want. I'm not picky. We just like to have fun together. Bread is smelling too good. Okay, let's taste this slaw while we're waiting, since we have time. It marinated up a bit. I don't think there's too much extra liquid down there though. There's like maybe half a cup, which is good. I hate soggy slaw. But the salt will always draw out a little bit of moisture from the cabbage. So just keep that in mind. If you don't want any moisture in there, salt the cabbage first and let it sit for about 15 minutes and then drain it out. And that way you won't have any of that extra moisture. Okay, I'm going in for a bite. Do I know how to say bread in German? Sammy, what is it? Brot? Brot? Eric, yeah, this is a lot of slaw. We're going veggie heavy. Super nom. Always, always use apple cider vinegar for slaw. And literally all we did to season it was a little bit of mayo, like maybe a quarter cup, salt and pepper, celery salt, and a teaspoon of mustard. That's it. So simple. That's the bread. Yeah, maple whiskey apple crumble. Oh, Canada is right. That looks fab. I don't think the bread is soggy at all. The crisp is baking up well. I'm just gonna move it to a different rack, and then I'm gonna turn up the oven for this. I'm gonna go to 375. And then we should have hopefully like 15 minutes left. But I don't think we'll be eating it on stream. So I just need to try the veg to make sure it's done in the soup here, and then we'll taste test the rest of our dins. Okay, sounds good, Vaders. Thanks for being here, guys. It's been too long. Have a good one. The veg is like al dente. Like it's tender, but it still has a little bit of crunch, which I would prefer anyways. I don't like when it just kind of falls apart in your mouth in the soup. Dennis, thanks for the follow and welcome. Let's get a bowl of this going. Nice and colorful. The beef is really nice and tender. That's probably more than enough. Yes, Death. Oh my god, we need to do cooking streams together. We need to like do one menu together every day. Or not every day, like one menu a week. That'd be so fun. That's a steaming bowl. That's some healthy soup though. I've never had beans or zucchini in my beef and barley soup, so we'll see how this goes. It is very hot though, so I'm gonna let it cool off before I eat it. Yeah, that'd be cool. Then people would have to watch both of us at once. Eric, that's the creepiest face ever. I love it. The Instapic, yeah, it'll be a good looking one. I think the lighting's better upstairs though. Okay, not burning my tongue. The beef is just like fall apart tender. The barley is really nice. It's not crunchy at all. Yes, Alvin, you'll have to let me know what you want to cook. The beans definitely add a really nice crunch and like an earthier flavor to that. Because obviously the broth is very beef heavy tasting. So it's good. It kind of lightens things up a bit. What dog do I have? She is called a Hungarian Vizsla. And now the bread. Obviously the bread needs a photo before I crush it. So let me quickly do that. Amazing. Okay, now that I turned the oven up, it's starting to smell like apple crisp. Okay, let's get into that food porn. Where do I start? We don't know. We will start on this side. Holy. Does it end? Does the cheese end? Too good. Johnny, this is what you like to see? We're getting cheesy. Oh man, it smells amazing. The mix of parm and cheddar though. Yeah, never-ending cheese. That's how it should be. Little hint of garlic. Little hint of the green onion. But I know some people were worried it would be a little bit soggy with all of it, but it's not at all. I'm sure you can hear me crunching down on it. Like the top part is like croutons, and then the inside is still really nice and soft. Stoked. I can't wait to like explore this further with different kinds of cheeses. Mm-hmm. That is it, my friends. The crisp still has like 8 minutes or more. That's me pushing it, and I don't want to rush it. I want it to be perfect. So I'm going to call it a day. And then I'll be sure to post a pic of the crisp later on. And the ice cream too. We can't forget about that. So thanks everyone for being here as always. It was a good stream. We did a lot of stuff today, like from scratch. It's the stuff I like to do. And you guys know the drill. Check out the channel page. I think you guys, we don't have too many newbies in here, but check out my channel page. That's where my socials are. I love Instagram. And then all of my videos from past broadcasts are on YouTube. I think we're at over like 80 now. If you need some inspiration for food. And other than that, hope everyone has a great night. I'm going to just quickly look up someone we can go raid, if it's possible. Okay, I only have Ninja and Asmo, but there is one person that I just recently got in contact with called Cubby. Hey Cubby, who is just starting to stream PUBG. So we're gonna go hit them up, show them some love because they're from Twitch squads, and hopefully see everyone tomorrow. Thanks for all the biddies and the new subs. Get your onions ready. And don't forget to stay thick and thirsty. Bye, everyone.